Hi, my name is Kaylin Smallwood, and this is my oral presentation for the Heidi Roizen case study for Management 6334 Organizational Behavior. Heidi Roizen is a highly successful venture capitalist for SoftBank Venture Capital. However, she started her working career, as many people do, with a minimum wage job. She started her own puppet show to help her parents pay the bills. When she was older, her life started to turn around, and she went to Stanford University and majored in creative writing. During college, she suffered the loss of her fiancé in a plane crash. After her fiancé passed, she realized that she had become a supporting character in her fiancé and did not take control of her own life and career. At that moment, she decided to do something about it and began her journey to becoming a highly successful venture capitalist. Throughout her career, she worked in many companies building a network that helped contribute to her success. Her first job out of college was with Tandem Computer. She had a connection with a friend that connected them, and they hit it off, and she ended up with a job as the editor for the company newsletter. With this job, she was able to build a relationship with the CEO, who later wrote a recommendation letter for the Stanford Graduate School. After graduate school, Roizen decided to work with her brother, who was the founder of TeamMaker. TeamMaker was one of the first entrants in the spreadsheet market. Unfortunately, TeamMaker did not have the capital to draw upon to break the retail market against the bigger competitors. When Roizen realized this, she decided that to make her network even bigger by building relationships with the press, so they would promote the company and their product. She also joined several well-known technology-oriented groups and took advantage of almost all the opportunities she was offered to sit on a panel or give an interview. She also joined the board of the Software Publishers Association, where she was later elected president, gaining her tremendous industry exposure. She eventually bought out TeamMaker from her brother with another partner for $500,000. She soon sold the company to Deluxe Corporation after growing TeamMaker to $15 million in sales and 100 employees. She stayed on as the CEO of TeamMaker until 1996. Roizen soon after joined the Apple family at a low point in the company history, causing her to have to call on her vast network of people to ask for their support, even the company's low point. Because of her network of people, she helped keep Apple above water and later went on to foster the relationship between Apple and Macintosh computers due to a relationship with Bill Gates. With her success at Apple, more and more people wanted to work with Roizen, causing her to start to experience what Adam Grant calls burnout in his book Give and Take. She was managing 300 people, sitting in meetings from 8 to 10 hours a day, and getting 300 emails. At one point in her career, one of her coworkers even noticed her replies to email were getting shorter and shorter. Because of this burnout, Roizen decided to quit, become her own boss, and start as a mentor capitalist. As a mentor capitalist, she would serve as an outside board member to start up businesses. At one point, she was called upon by the CEO of Preview Systems, who said that he called her because of her pleasantness to work with her expertise in the area of technology, and her vast network. She helped them fill crucial spots with people in her network who worked with her at Apple. With all of her connections, she was constantly called for helping make connections. However, with that being said, she had to take into consideration whether or not the connection would be beneficial for both parties involved. If she deemed the connection would be beneficial, she might throw one of her famous dinner parties. She became a huge networker, not just at work, but also at home, throwing these dinner parties. She would take special care in making the guest list for her parties and wanted to make sure the group of people invited could possibly benefit from one another. While she loved being a mentor capitalist, she decided that she wanted to become a venture capitalist because of a few factors such as financial, not getting enough exposure to the internet sector, which is what she wanted, as well as her want for a team approach again. This is when she decided to join the SoftBank team. The executive managing director for SoftBank said they brought her on for her experience in mentoring. Through this job, she started working part-time and partly at home. She later found herself getting more and more business plans. She stated that it was great to have a great network, but it started to become a problem because everyone believed that they had a strong relationship with her or a strong personal connection with her, so they would reach out for a favor expecting to receive it. She would eventually get at least 10 business plans a day and eventually had to start to say no to many people. As the demands for her were raised, she found herself working more than what she originally wanted, but embraced it and became a full-fledged venture capitalist, working about 80% of the time, while also hosting the Monday morning meetings at her house. With a strong, vast network, Heidi Roizen has acted as many roles mentioned in the readings in this module. She acted mostly as a giver, as stated in Adam Grant's Give and Take. When she started her career, she was acting as a taker to break into the business. This later turned into a giver position by giving so much of her time on countless boards, introducing people, as well as hosting parties and entertaining guests and network. When working for Apple, she somewhat became a doormat and let her work get ahead of her. When givers started to experience a burnout like Roizen did at Apple, they need something to boost them up. Roizen decided to start her own business, and when she later started to experience the burnout for her business as being a venture capitalist due to the financial problems and the lack of team, she decided to go fully into the venture capitalist realm. Because of her giver tendencies, she was highly successful in gaining a new job, building relationships as well as people helping her. People like to help people that are givers because they feel it's the right thing to do. I appreciate your time, and I hope you enjoyed my oral presentation for the Heidi Roizen case study.